Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about Nancy Pelosi's super spreader event. So before we do that, like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel a lot, fellas. So let's get straight into it. So the other day, Nancy Pelosi, the Wicked Witch of the West, she had a nice little Napa fundraiser event. And we're going to get straight into it. This is the event right here.
Question was asked this morning by Ambassador Solomon about young people and how we're reaching out to young people in the area. Well, young people, we always ask them, how do you want to be reached out to? And one of the main responses we have is here from it.
So we're going to play this back real quick. As you can see, this is the fundraiser event that the elites love to go to. Does it look like anyone there give a fuck about what she's saying? It looks like no one gives a shit what she's talking about. In their head, they're like, bitch, when are you going to approve my land permit to build my apartment complex that will charge tenants $4,000 to live in a studio? Fucking California rent is ridiculous. You see, this is classic aristocratic behavior. And if this type of crap continues, then we're going to have a revolution in America. Another point in this video, right? Notice how all the servants are wearing masks and all the old wrinkle rich white folks ain't wearing their masks. All the servants have a mask on. All the guests don't have a mask on. Look at this crap. This shit makes me sick. Now, I see now why these uber elites want illegal immigration to come into the country. They want to go back to the good old monarchy days where they could have their real servants serve them caviar and grapes. But this is how the game goes, ladies and gentlemen. Politicians make public statements expecting the public to follow their leadership, but in private, they are the biggest hypocrites the world has ever seen. So we're going to go more into detail about Nancy Pelosi's fundraiser event, right? And this article is from Duty to America News, and it says Nancy Pelosi torch for a swanky, maskless Napa Valley fundraiser. It's utter hypocrisy. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi found herself embroiled in another situation that unsavory optics once again on Sunday. The California Democrat was seen schmoozing with Democrat deep pocket donors, all of which are not wearing masks at a Napa Valley fundraiser, while Americans are still trapped in Afghanistan. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was also trounced with criticism for dancing up a storm this weekend. Now, the reason we have footage from this fundraiser event is because New York Times journalist Kenneth Vogel posted an invitation for the Sunday morning fundraiser event, which shows the tickets started at $100 and were as much as $29,000 to a chair. So you can see that the house is pretty packed. Everyone has so she made a nice little hefty penny there. Vogel posted a video from the fundraiser in Napa Valley which showed no social distancing and no mask wearing except the waiter staff. And the event was held in California's Napa County, where COVID-19 cases from August 13th through August 19th are 71 from the previous week, according to the Napa Valley Register. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention designate Napa County a high level of community transmission. Now, here's the thing. What did the CDC recently just say? They said that breakthrough cases are occurring. Breakthrough cases basically are, if you've been vaccinated, you still can catch COVID and still be systematic and spread it to other people. So there are high-level community transmission. The event was held outdoors and face masks are not required outdoors. But the CDC recommended people consider wearing a mask in crowded outdoor settings and for activities with close contact with others who are not fully vaccinated in areas with high numbers of COVID-19 cases. So this is how the elites they get to do whatever the hell they want, while the poor middle class, we have to suffer through their rulership. So in that picture is an airy resemblance to the Lady of Hunger Games. This is Nancy Pelosi, but with a more decrepit zombie Botox injected face and less makeup. That's Nancy Pelosi right there in a nutshell. But just to show you guys the big hypocrite that she is, Nancy Pelosi seen without a mask inside San Francisco hair salon. Now, during the height of the pandemic, where everyone was shut down and no one could leave their house and only the essential workers could work, Nancy Pelosi was seen at a hair salon. And during that time, hair salons weren't considered essential work. But since Nancy Pelosi is so powerful and she's the Speaker of the House and she's the crypt keeper, she could go to the hair salon. Not only that, Nancy Pelosi calls for the CDC to mandate Americans wear masks amid surge in coronavirus cases. Here we go. So, as you can see, rules for thee, but not for me. So they're calling all the shots, telling us to do all of these things that they would like us to do, expecting us to comply, but then again, they're not complying. Here's another article. Pelosi says members must wear a mask when speaking on House floor. Now, she was fining people who was not wearing masks on the House floor. This is ridiculous. These are our leaders. How do people keep on voting for this witch? I do not understand it. And just for the reminder for folks watching out there, I will never forget this. Nancy Pelosi chose to play politics while Americans were suffering during the coronavirus. Her knowing that Donald Trump was most likely going to be voted out of office, instead of her signing the stimulus deal, she waited and waited and waited until Joe Biden got into office. In return, we didn't get $2,000, ladies and gentlemen. We got $1,400. But we got the $600 that the Trump administration gave us prior. So in total, that equaled $2,000. So I have this article from Newsweek, and it says, in the stimulus deal push, Donald Trump says Nancy Pelosi couldn't care less about Americans. And the article says, Donald Trump accused House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of not caring about Americans' people amid a stalemate over agreement on further stimulus. Pelosi has been involved in negotiations with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and previous White House Chief Mark Meadows in an attempt to reach a bipartisan agreement on another relief package. She has rejected proposals from the White House, stating that, in her opinion, they are insufficient to meet the needs of the COVID-19 crisis. So there you go, fellas and ladies. During the pandemic, she chose and was stonewalling hope and relief for Americans during that time. And I will never forget that. So one more time, if you didn't catch it, the video in the beginning, this is the video. We're getting back to the aristocratic days, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the aristocratic days.
Well, young people, we always ask them, how do you want to be reached out to? And one of the main responses we have is,
one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We got to make sure this isn't scrubbed from YouTube. We got to start holding our political leaders accountable for their actions. And the way we do that is by voting them out, especially all these career politicians. We need terms for these people.
Question was asked this morning by
Maybe 8, 12 years they serve, and then that's it. All these career politicians, vote them out of here. We don't want them.
we always ask them how do you want
Get rid of them. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the channel. Like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you disagree or agree with anything. See you guys.